Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Miriam and I love everything book related, and in 2021 I'm challenging myself to read 365 books, and I'm also making videos about that challenge so you can follow me. Today's video is a weekly wrap-up video. I'm planning on doing these every week. I might not do it every week, I mean sometimes things happen, but to be honest actually something happened this weekend as well which made me rethink the whole thing. But then I was like, even though things in our personal lives or in the world right now are not as we like to have them, we still have books. It might sound strange, but to me books have always been a safe haven and I want to continue that, and therefore I also want to talk about the first 7 books I read in 2021. So I'll be talking about the books I read from Friday the 1st of January up till Thursday the 7th. Every weekly wrap-up video I will be talking about books I've finished. If you saw my TBR video, you will probably recognize the first 5 books, but I will try to tell a bit more about them, and in the end of the video I will pick a weekly favourite. But this week that's going to be quite hard actually. The first book I read was Help Mom is Verliefd, the book I wrote myself. And it was lovely to read it. This is the first book in the series. I'm working on the 3rd book at the moment. Reading this really inspired me to continue that. So I thought that was great. The second book is the Dutch translation of Then Came You by Becky Wade. It was a fun, cute novella on a love story, and there were cliches, but I loved it anyway. I think I gave it a 4-star review because it was such a cute and light read that I really enjoyed. The 3rd book I finished was an audiobook. It was a very short one. It was called Hersenen, willen, lezen, brains want to read. A non-fiction book about reading and your brain, and I learned some great things, but to be honest I already knew a lot of things that the author talked about, but it was narrated by the author himself and I think he has a lovely voice to listen to, so I don't mind that. The 4th book I finished, I hope you can see that, I'm showing them on my phone, I hope you can see it, but I also wrote a review on this book, it's on my Instagram, so if you want to know more what I thought of this book you can check it over there. It's the genezing van de krekel, or the healing of the cricket, and it was such a lovely book. It talks about depression, but not in a depressing way. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. It had lovely analogies, and I think it was really well written and a great book. So unfortunately it's only available in Dutch, but yeah. And then on Saturday evening, it was still the 2nd of January, I started my 5th book of the year. And it took me quite a long time to get through this one, not just because it was big. It has 517 pages, but that wasn't the only reason. People who read this will probably know that the pacing is quite slow. Still considering doing a discussion video on this where I discuss this book. I'm not very good at doing review videos. I would more likely call it a discussion video, but I'm still thinking about that. So let me know in a comment if you want me to do a discussion video on the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I do not regret I read this book, definitely not. It was a great read, and to be honest I finished it Sunday late afternoon I think. I don't think that Suzanne Collins writes books that are there to be enjoyed. I think they are there to learn from and to... There's a lot of things I want to say, but I will save that for the discussion video I might make. So next came Daughter of Rome. It also took me 2 to 3 days to finish this one, but that was because I was enjoying it so much. It has a great storyline on forgiveness and how you treat people who treat you badly, and it taught me a lot about life. And because it was such a beautiful book, I didn't want to rush it. Maybe you think that finishing a book in 2 to 3 days is still rushing it, but if you want to read 365 books in a year, that's not rushing. That's taking a lot more time than you actually got for a book. There are days that I read 3 books, so I'm not really worried about that, and I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 5-star review. Now we come to the last book I read. That was an original Dutch book. It's called Ik hou je vast, and I thought that if I finished this book I would be able to translate its title, but I still can't. I don't know exactly how. This was a very beautiful book. Well, if you read the synopsis, you might think it's just another feel-good story, but it has so much depth and it has a really heavy theme, but still the author managed to keep it good. So my favourite of the week is between Ik hou je vast and Daughter of Rome. It's a very close call and I just can't choose. They are both really great books. So if you're not Dutch, I can't recommend this one to you, but it's, yeah, it both were really great. This was my weekly wrap-up video. I actually finished Ik hou je vast on Wednesday, but then on Thursday I started a new book and I didn't finish that one, so I will tell you more about that one next week. Thursday's video will be a book haul, and because I filmed it before I filmed this video, I mention a few of the books I mentioned now. Hopefully you like this weekly wrap-up video, and I hope to see you soon with a new video. For now, happy reading and stay safe wherever you are.